So this is my 66th episode of the Align with Anna podcast. I started this years ago, you guys, and I was so amazed and grateful connecting with the best folks in the world. And then I took a hiatus, literally, for a couple of years. But now I'm back and I'm refreshed. I have so much more wisdom, so much more fire, so much more action for you guys to learn about, period. It's all about elevating constantly, right? Like we're growing every single day. This is Earth School and we're here to learn. If you're not learning, that's the only failure, is just letting all this shit go by without taking any notes, without any reflection, without any, okay, let me look at this last cycle and how can I do better in the next, okay? So thank you for being here. Like, it's an honor, you guys. I had so much shame, if I'm keeping it fucking 1,000. I had so much shame around starting something and not finishing it, right? How many of you know what I'm talking about? And let's just go back to the cycles, man. Life works in cycles. You're not always in the shining season, right? Sometimes you're in the rest and digest. Sometimes you're in the, I need to get creative and go in my little cave so I can come out with the fire, you know? Like, it's not always sadness when you're pulling back. It's often like rest, rejuvenation. Have you read Rest is Resistance by Trisha Hershey? Okay, that shit blew my fucking mind. That basically this is an activist social movement to rest and to pour in and to let capitalism run around like a chicken with its head cut off. Like, y'all can do that all day. Meanwhile, I'll be over here not shaming myself, not blaming myself, not guilt tripping because I'm a human being. Like, and I'm a woman, not just a human, I'm a woman. Which means I got cycles every month, okay? Like, don't get it twisted, okay? We're not built to be running around like machines like that. And so if anybody out here has been starting shit and then you stop and then it's the personal that needs attention, your household, your children, or your health, right? All of that shit happens when it happens, right? You can't be like, okay, well, I'm gonna plan for that over here and I'm gonna do this because that's on the way. Like, God doesn't care about your plans. God is like, oh, okay, she thinks she knows what she's doing. Okay, let me show you what it's really like. And then your skill set comes in when you're able to like ride the waves and to slow down when you need to and to not get mad and like dig your heels in the ground and fucking have a hissy fit because shit isn't going your way. Like, no, dude, that's not fucking peaceful. That's not graceful. That's not going to get you where you need to be. So anyways, this is my mass reintroduction. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. But really, let me tell you what I've been up to. I literally am officially a DJ now. I am DJ AO, and it is such an honor to work with the best powerhouse women who are throwing conferences, literally wellness retreats and immersions for others to come in and elevate. And they're asking me to be the sound healer. So I started out back in the day. I was the kid that was like I had my little tape deck recorder and I would like listen to the radio all day for my favorite shit and record it, right? So I could have it like on demand. And then later, like I was like 9, 10, I don't know, Napster, LimeWire was popping off, and like my dad was a computer fool, and we are still. And so we were just like over here, and I was making hella CDs for my friends and shit like that. I was always the music girl, and I would like sing in class, and they would be like, "Damn, Anna, you're like the radio." They would call me that, and I was like, "Oh." And I just love it, like the lyrics and catching on to the tunes and the cadence and the melodies. And, you know, just being able to like bring the vibe whenever you want it, you know? And as an adult, you know, teens, I was like the house party girl, right? So I was always like, okay, let me DJ, like, let me get the aux. And then it turned into the Bluetooth. Let me get the Bluetooth. And now it's just like with Spotify, yo, like, did you do your 2024 Wrapped? That is basically like Spotify has an algorithm keeping track of all the shit you're listening to. It gives you your favorite artists, your listening time, your favorite songs, like your genres, yo. And I'm like a fucking lyrical muse, you know? Like I literally cross so many genres. I'm not like a one size fits all kind of girl. And as I got older, you know, yoga, Reiki, I started doing like the crystal singing bowls for meditation, right? So I got really well known for that here in St. Louis. I used to host things at my house every month and, you know, do like a full moon and a new moon sound bath. And then I started doing other conferences and retreats and events. And they wanted to like set intentions or close it out or maybe have a break between speakers and panelists to like anchor in and ground all the information you're learning about. It was fucking phenomenal. And I just got the pleasure of going to this amazing conference like a week or two ago. It was called Facing Race by Race Forward. So basically like a DEI conference on people from all over the world. There was a lot of California people. I met some girls from like Oakland and Fresno, and I was like, get the fuck out. And so we're like Instagram friends now. Holler. Love you guys. We met in a book publishing class, right? So there's like the keynote speaker. This is like the largest stadium. I was like, where's the NBA? Where's the fucking basketball court? Is there a football field in here? Like, why is this building so big, right? Anyways, America's Convention Center, my first time, almost 10 years in St. Louis. January will be my 10 years. So I go to this conference and there's like, you know, they're riding in golf carts. Like it's like a city trying to get to where you're gonna be. There's the keynote speaker, the biggest room I've ever seen. It looks like a fucking podcast talk show, right? And then breakout rooms. So there's like, I don't know, like 15 or 20 classes, you know, mid-morning and like mid-afternoon in between like the main events, right? So some of my friends were teachers. I met new folks and they had a wellness center. So the girl that invited me, Amanda Tello, she's an indigenous, she's a kick-ass bitch. She was in charge of like the wellness area and they had a sound bath, you guys. They had acupuncture there. They had a drum circle. They had like Play-Doh and like arts and crafts and essential oils. They had an altar. They had like a gratitude board. They had like a counselor on site. You could just sit like unfiltered conversations. And it was just like this beautiful setup that they just did with like lights, pillows, gravity chairs. It was insane. Like I was so blessed. And just to know that they did this with the Black Healers Collective, Empower Institute, and some other folks, the So Joy People's Fund, that's where my friend Amanda works. It was divine, divine. I just feel like this is what it is right now. In my life, I've learned so many skills, whether it's health, organization, business, you know, listening to my parents grow up and their businesses, and then later becoming a business owner out of pure necessity because I was a single mom. Literally, like this is the only way it's gonna work for me. With my schedule, with my income requirements, family needs and responsibilities, like my day-to-day, dude, like it's gotta be while these babies are at school, you know? And also, can my life and business work when the school closes, right? They have a lot of days off, y'all, like even more than I did growing up in the 90s. Like, they got a lot of days off, you know? So like, I don't have to talk to anybody and be like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, I can't go, I'm sorry, like I have to pick up my son early. You know, like I don't have any of that shit to deal with. And like a lot of mothers go into real estate, for example. The pyramid schemes, I'm not a fan of those, but they do some kind of shit that's like off the grid because they know they need to make their own schedule and they want to be there for their children. And a lot of times it's necessity. Like there is no one else to watch the kids. They're either at school or they're with me, you know, and that's been me multiple times in my life. Now I'm really grateful. I have a solid schedule. It took years to get there for real, but I have a solid fucking schedule and it's working and I'm just really grateful. One thing that I want to encourage folks when we think about the cycles and thinking about, you know, I wish I was further than I am. I want to be further in life. Like, girl, you're handling major shit. And you can't pick and choose when that shit comes, right? Like it's just, it comes when you're ready. And I think we cause a lot of suffering when we resist, when we fight and struggle. Like fighting is good, right? The fire. Anger is important because it shows you what you're passionate about. Like for me, my anger was for my fucking freedom and my fucking children, okay? Like, bitch! You don't know me. Okay? That's what the woman and the mother is here for. I think about it like this, like in the wild with the lions, there's the lion, the man. He protects the women and the children. What happens when he dies? Who's next in line? The woman is. If he dies, if there's a fucking invasion or whatever, who's the final one? Who's the last one to protect them? It's me. It's me. And that's what it's always gonna be. Period. You can't pick and choose when these things happen. You can't control other people and their emotional states and whatever the fuck they're going through. You just gotta do you. So I was like heartbroken, you know, feeling like, okay, like I'm finally divorced, like I'm fucking free, like I don't have to worry about anybody else or like pull out any finances out of my ass. Like it's just tighten it up, right? Like bring it in. But then another custody with my oldest son, whatever. And I was just like, damn, I want to work on my business, dude. Like, I want to grow. Like, I've been teaching women for hella long how to do this. In March of 2020, I led 2 masterminds. One in March, another one in May. That lasted 2 months. 10 women, teaching them how to transform their in-person businesses to overnight online businesses. Literally, with creating memberships, with creating coaching packages, with creating webinars and workshops, evergreen products, fucking lead magnets, marketing sequences, literally guiding these women on like, what platforms do I need? What software do I need? What systems can I create to have some automation? Because I am a woman. They're all mothers in these groups, right? They need help, right? And maybe I don't have time to hire a virtual assistant or a personal assistant for that matter. But what I can do is invest in these different softwares to send these automatic emails, to follow up with people, to write a review or check in with people, right? Reminders, to do onboarding, like, hey, thanks for booking a session. Okay, so here's how you get started. Complete these forms, schedule now, you know what I mean? Like making it hella easy for folks to find you, number one, and to fuck with you and to pay you. Like, does all this shit, is it even plugged in behind the scenes? So that's what I really helped these ladies with. And a lot of it was personal development, group therapy, real talk. Like a lot of these women were hella scared during Corona. And like, I'm a strong ass bitch with some strong ass ancestors. I was like, I know the world is gonna be falling. I know people are gonna be tripping. Shit's gonna be blowing up just like the recent election. Did you feel how thick the fucking air was? Like you could feel people's chaos, right? And I was like, that's not me. That's not me. So, okay, ladies, information, let's go. Whoever's ready, we have weekly calls. This is an 8-week program. You're gonna be able to keep that shit, monetize that shit. You're gonna learn everything about yourself, your human design, your astrology, your numerology, your brand voice, your brand story, how to communicate to your audience, and then what structure you need behind the scenes to make it happen. I did that twice. At the tip of the iceberg to help women of color build generational wealth. Business coach and like spiritual bitch. Both of them are in my blood, okay? And I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini sun and my midheaven is in Gemini. So like literally I am supposed to be multifaceted, period. I'm hella intellectual. I'm an excellent teacher and communicator. And that's what I need to be doing. So the podcast was very clear for me. And in this 2 years, guess, bet your ass, I was looking at my fucking human design. I was reading other people. I was looking at my astrology, helping my children, helping my business partners. And I was like diving into this education. And I just know that the people that I talk to, they're like, Anna, when are you bringing back the mastermind? When are you bringing it back? That shit changed my life. Learning I was a manifester, answering your questions, okay? Diving into my charts. It saved my marriage. It like transformed my career. It literally improved my parenting, like my health, like what the fuck, my self-expression, my connection to God, spirit, body, like these bitches are thriving. Some of them have had like, Anna, I didn't even know I could touch this much abundance. And all it was just listening to you. So there is no shame, ladies, in wanting more for yourself, number one. Number two, there is no shame in being ambitious. Okay, so not just more for yourself, but like ambitious in general. What better time? It's the age of Aquarius. What better time to connect like this, to use technology, which is very Aquarius, to your advantage, to communicate, to talk about what the people really need, to remove the filters of like the people pleasing, the nice girl, the pretty like, no, we're not doing that anymore. Oh my God, let me tell you this other story. One of my dream clients, you guys, She would listen to my podcast nonstop, and she was like, damn, Anna, that's how she found me. I had over 12,000 listens to all 65 episodes, even though it's been on hold for over 2 years. She told me, Anna, I was just listening to every single episode and I just wanted more and more, and you were just so firing up and so inspiring. And I was like, thank you, Queen. So we ended up working together, and I was building her business plan to basically create a healing center for addicts. That was really important and passionate to her and her family and like where she comes from. And I was all about it, right? Like, girl, yes, this is right up my alley. And we created a whole plan. We were gonna work together. She was leaving corporate. She was jumping ship. I train a lot of folks on how to do that. And y'all, she ended up committing suicide. Yeah. That was like a year ago, and we did our Reiki training together, and then we worked one-on-one together, and then when I found that out, I was like, what? Like, she was so ambitious. She had so many dreams. And you know what she did? At her funeral, at her memorial service, she asked everyone to donate to the Pachamama Shift, my 501c3 nonprofit organization. And like, when I heard that, I just fucking burst into tears. Like, I fucking burst into tears. I was like, Angie, like, speaking from the other side, believing in my fucking dreams, believing in my work to change the game. Pachamama as in Mother Earth, the mother creator, the cosmos, and this beautiful planet, Pachamama, and the shift in coming back to our ancestry. Empowering these women through finance, through pleasure, through play, through authentic self-expression, community. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. I'm so grateful for this platform. I'm so grateful to be back. There's so many stories I want to share with you guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm excited to bring on some amazing guests. I'm going to be so intentional about it, you guys. I have a hit list. Some of them you're going to hear again, but you're going to hear, what are we doing now? Okay, Anna, let's talk about what we're doing now. Woo, it's big. I'm so grateful. I'm here for y'all. Tune in. Share this podcast with some friends. Check out my website, alignwithanna.com/links. You'll get my free 3-day human design challenge, which I did this summer. Kick ass. That shit is a game changer. I had over 65 people sign up. That shit was lit, and now it's my lead magnet. You can also book me for coaching, one-on-one or groups and organizations. I actually worked with the Cortex a lot this year. One of my homegirls, Manifester, she built out the curriculum, the entrepreneurship program. I made it digital. I built that shit for them. And then at the end of the year, I got to teach with Portia with the next group. And you know what my class was? Human design. You know who I also taught human design to? Wash U, Nonprofit Marketers Conference. Those folks were eating it up. And I'm like, if you want to be a good fucking marketer, then you need to know about yourself. You need to know how you communicate, know where your strengths are. Helping people be more authentic in whatever shape, way, or form. I'm also doing a bunch of beautiful conferences coming up. I cannot wait. I have 2 in January. One is a mental health New Year reset. The other one is a vision board extravaganza party. I just did Own Your Glow. That was a paint and sip women's ceremony. It was fucking divine, yo. So I like the idea of work and play. Sometimes I'm gonna help you with some business shit. I'm gonna help you with some family shit. Get your time and your home together. And then other times I'm just setting the vibe in between. The vibe curator, the container, making sure that everyone feels at home. I also really quick want to mention my aromatherapy products. Let me show you. I was at Frizz Fest, the largest natural hair and black beauty festival in the Midwest. I was a vendor. I also did a sound bath to set it off. I have sprays. This is a clearing spray. You guys, it's so divine. Let's spray it right now. So this is to clear your energy. It's got peppermint. Ooh. Amorous, basil, eucalyptus. This is something that you can keep on your desk, like focus. You can keep in your car. Like, I just got out of a meeting or I just got out of a public place. I need to fucking cleanse my ass. Let me take this shit off. Let me take off other people's shit. Let me clear my shit. Clearing spray. I also have an abundance spray. This one is amazing for being really creative. And they're all goddess products. So they're goddess sprays and goddess roll-ons. This one is resting goddess. Gloria. so nice. It's like you've done all your work for the day, but you're not going to sleep yet. It's like the 3:34. You can also put it behind your neck. Yeah, dude, this shit is fire. So yeah, I've been really diving into myself, helping other women in the best capacity, pouring into my health. Orange Theory, okay. You want to try a free class? I'm an affiliate. I'm also a dancer at Yes Honey Dance Studio. They have amazing teachers, amazing playlists. The yoga teacher Shatori is the shit. I'm so happy to be back. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye.